Good afternoon, I'm DRBMiller and this is PUBG and our Battle Royale Festival week. Thank you for joining us and a warm welcome to all of our community members, fans, friends and viewers worldwide on different platforms. Thank you for joining us today and thank you for supporting both our PUBG community as well as my channel. I should say thank you for supporting our online community as we restream lots of different games here, and thank you for your messages, and a couple of those arrived yesterday. People said it's really good to see that you are going to be doing a Battle Royale festival. It's well overdue as you streamed some of these games in the past and really want to see some of the other less well-known titles. Well, thank you for your message, and that's exactly my intention. This is what I wanted to do. We all know everything about Warzone, PUBG and Apex, but we are not really that familiar with some of the other games that indeed I've talked about, and maybe today is going to be a good reminder of all that is to follow. So just bear with me, I need to get my list and I'll tell you what other games I've got ready for you. In fact, we can extend the Battle Royale month 2 weeks to a month, or even longer if necessary. It's not a big deal. What we want to do is to introduce the titles to everyone, because Battle Royale is a new subgenre. It has been around for a little while, and it kind of evolved from the popularity of films like The Hunger Games, where you had one lot of people in the arena, similar to what we would have seen during the Roman times, the gladiators, and then the rule of the fittest. The strongest member will survive, and he will be surviving to the end, and therefore the ultimate survivor is also the victor. They really kicked off beautifully with PUBG once the game was launched, and I played it very extensively on primarily my mobile and tablet, and it would work beautifully. It was probably the best performing game at the time, and I think today Call of Duty Mobile is beating it because it's performing a lot better. But you know, we're talking about 4 or 5 years in between, and different technology evolving and everything else popping up. And I have a brand new Sony Xperia 5.2 phone, which in fact has been partnered with Sony in order to deliver Call of Duty Mobile. So it's both the processor and the quality graphics and everything else in there that are really remarkable. But PUBG still remains one of the most frequently played Battle Royale games of today. It's shoulder to shoulder with Fortnite and Apex and of course Warzone, and these games will have probably more than 1 billion people amongst them worldwide, and it's very, very remarkable to see as to why people are popping in and want to play these games. But it's all about competition, it's all about team effort or team spirit, and I'd say that they have a different type of aura attached to each one of those. Because if you are, for instance, entering the world of Warzone, you will realize that the maximum team effort for quads is always required, and we play quads here on my channel all the time, and you can also buy your friends back if you're relying on them. They can provide you proper assistance with many battles, and you know, it's all down to the team. In here it's all about the survival, it is about the quality of your team, but also your skills and knowledge and experience of how to survive in the wild. And this game is a lot more brutal in terms of you know, being jumped early, suffering incursions, and therefore being eliminated earlier to what you would have expected. So it's much harder to survive in PUBG than in Warzone. And I think the tweaked Apex to a degree was similar in Apex, with lots of early incursions, but as they reduced the number of participants, the maps became kind of less busy, and it became more of a tactical type of Battle Royale experience. So really, in between those three, you're getting a very good picture on what Battle Royale actually can be. But I have quite a few other games on my list, some old, some new, some known, some less so, and the games are Cursed Void. I mean, really not familiar with the game, but highly recommended by PC Gamer. Wondering when it's a PC game? I need to investigate it further. We have obviously Warzone, Hyperspace. Well, Hyperspace is a game I've hardly played. I looked at it when it came out, and I have it on Xbox, part of Xbox Game Pass package. We are going to be doing it here, and probably best combined with Apex. It does have the aura of sci-fi, and it's a very, very pacey, very, very fast type of Battle Royale game with lots of different battles and many different types of experiences. So quite excited to really try it out. Not really on the visual front, the game that really grabs me. and the reason for that is very simple. It has very many bright yellow, blue and red graphics, and they affect my brain quite a bit. I have slight photosensitivity, and if I'm, for instance, to be doing it for a while, then I feel quite dizzy, and yeah, so it's not really on the audiovisual front a kind of thing that I quite like. And in fact, that was disturbing me recently in some of the sections of Destiny 2 as well. If you played strikes and something more advanced, pinnacle weapon types of activities, they've changed the environment somewhat. It's quite different to what you had in the original and also in the original part of the sequel, and I'm not that keen on it, I have to admit. Anyway, Hyperspace is also on the list. Apex Legends, of course, we are streaming it every day at the moment in view of its 2nd anniversary. Spellbreak is definitely very much of interest. Looks like an RPG game, but actually gives you Battle Royale. We have PUBG, we'll crack on with it today. Fortnite, Firestorm, Dying Light, Bad Blood, Zombies Royale, IO, Ring of Elysium, Realm Royale, Totally Accurate Battlegrounds. Not particularly well known, not played it. Darwin Project as well. Z1 Battle Royale, Unturned Arena Mode, and Minecraft Survival Games. So altogether we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 games to get through. Well, I think maybe a month will be long enough if we are giving it, enough space every single day for a variety. I think initially we'll be resorting to the games that are quite well known. I think I didn't really mention Rogue Company, and Rogue Company is also to be streamed in here. A game that's not strictly speaking Battle Royale, but it's FPS, and it's very good. It's very enjoyable, well promoted through Xbox, and beautiful graphics, lovable characters, and on the in-game mechanics side of things, it works beautifully. Performs much better than PUBG on consoles, I have to say. And you'll be familiar with what I said yesterday. I really wanted to open up the festival with PUBG being the kind of founding member of Battle Royale community, and I was very excited. I did my preparations, everything done and dusted. But then once we started streaming, I was just reminded of the difficulties experienced last year. I mean, also streaming PUBG, where there is a clash between the game software and Twitch streaming software on Xbox. So I have like a major problem with those two applications working properly, working together, and they were causing massive lag. It was unbelievable. It was the worst I've ever seen. Probably as bad as what was experienced during the Anthem VIP demo. I'm not sure what the reason for that is, but it was unplayable. I would walk towards a building, suddenly I would appear elsewhere, or I'm walking towards a door, I'm hitting the wall instead of getting through to the door, and walking around and being completely constantly rubber banded at all times, going forward, going backwards, being brought back. I'm running ahead of the circle, I'm being brought inside of the circle. It was just completely ridiculous, and also very hard on everyone's eyes, because I played one team, quite a lengthy match in fact, it was 25 minutes, and ended, I think, 6th or 8th, something like that, and everyone in my team, the other 3 guys were watching, and they couldn't believe how bad the lag was. So what I did say yesterday was we were going to be migrating to PlayStation. We'll try streaming on PlayStation, see whether the game performs better. It may be that there are some issues with its graphics or something else which is within the game that's causing these difficulties, because it didn't really provide us with lag and rubber banding when I was doing it online. But when I did my broadcasting, as soon as the game was being streamed, these problems had emerged. So I'm not sure what this is based on. Maybe to do with upload speed, maybe to do with other factors, but it's the only game that was producing that sort of difficulty, and I have like quite a few thousand games which I can access at any moment in time and stream, and that's the only one amongst many thousands. So there must be something which is game specific. Right, so we are getting back to the Battle Royale Festival. The other game I'll be streaming during the next few weeks, which I did not mention, is The Division 2, and we have a new season launched in there. It's part of also some sort of anniversary, and I think it is also aligned with the future release of Resident Evil Village. So if you are doing the seasons, I think it's within the next couple of weeks, I need to look up to date, you can claim various skins and outfits of Resident Evil characters, and that's amazing considering that previously in The Division we were able to import the outfits of the characters from Ubisoft-based games. Ubisoft is the publisher and game developer, of course. Ghost Recon and The Division, Splinter Cell, all the Assassin's Creed, all the major franchises. And I collected quite a few of these outfits, both for The Division and for Ghost Recon. So it'd be delightful, really, for us to be grinding a bit in order to get Leon's or any Ava's or any other outfits coming in from Resident Evil. It's for the first time. It's a new partnership, I guess. It's definitely worthy of note because as we progress to cross-platform access and xCloud, more and more of those companies will be kind of joining forces to share some of the content, and it will be very, very popular. As we've seen in Fortnite, you're getting just about any character from film, television, entertainment industry popping in, inclusive of some singers and performers and actors, characters from films like Terminator and Halo, from the world of video gaming. So really, really quite extraordinary. And I like the idea because it is really making. If you walk through the world of Fortnite and you discover Master Chief, or you discover, I don't know, Terminator or somebody else, and then somebody who's a member of our younger generation will want to get to know more about who this character is. So they pull out their phone, go to Google, type the name of the character, get all the information, and this may also stimulate them to try the game or to watch a film. And it's wonderful because it's almost like going to a library discovering something for yourself for the first time, and definitely a very, very good way forward. Right, so I'm really excited to be doing PlayStation stream of PUBG, and if there's one thing that was unpleasantly surprised by already as I entered the arena was it didn't really ensure a cross save, and I have several accounts there with PUBG, so therefore this one was my test account when we were testing PUBG on the test server and doing sort of few programs of how to put it, like a beta, when you're investigating ins and outs of how the game's performing on public servers and provide them with some feedback and all this. So it wasn't really at all connected to my usual day-to-day activity and my style of gameplay here in PUBG. But I realized that for whatever reason, similar to Apex, they're not allowing us to be importing data from another platform. Presently, you can play with your friends who are on PCs and consoles, but apparently we can't be importing the data from the other platform. So it doesn't really matter, really, as this is not a competitive channel. We are really providing everything for our community, and we want to have a lot of high-quality content, as well as plenty of entertainment. It doesn't really matter what the scores are. We really want to be attracting as many people as possible to come in, to join forces, and then create scores elsewhere, as you've seen with Warzone community, which is really rapidly evolving from just a couple of streams and having no major community members attached to the channel. We already have a regiment with more than 30 members, and this is yesterday we brought in 2 new community participants who were first of all playing with us through the random selection, and we had an extraordinary match because they were not really wasn't veterans, but they were trying to learn how to play the game, and it was myself and Hunter, our regular participant and also a member of our regiment, who was sort of providing them with a few tips, and we did one game with them, and then we brought them in for the second one, and we ended up second. And I think the chap who's our new community member, Pro Gamer, was having one of the best days of his life, because A, he was able to neutralize a juggernaut, so he managed to get his weapon, and then he was our last man standing, and with his minigun, he really rocked. He eliminated all the other opponents, and he was almost last man standing right in the end, because unfortunately he was stranded on the ground floor whilst being hit by 4 guys from the roof, obviously holding the upper ground, and with his minigun he eliminated 2 of them, and they got him on the reload. So that's just quite something. If you have a moment of your time, if you have a moment to spare, just have a look at the stream last night of Warzone. it's the last match, and definitely a very, very enjoyable one. I think they were also uh, electrified and overwhelmed by energy and excitement. So it was quite something. It was a match that turned out to be unusually noisy, which is what I do not like here on my channel. But anyway, younger members joining us, and I think Hunter will be very pleased because I think the chaps that came in are from Lancashire, and they're really our first kind of junior participants here in that forum, and therefore Hunter will have a couple of new squad mates to play with in days, months and years to come. So that's really truly wonderful. That is all we want to see. This is what this community is about: making connections, talking, and having a lot of fun. I know we get sometimes some competitive players, and generally they're not appreciated in this forum, and I had some frosty reviews coming in about a couple of our Warzone streams recently, and I apologize to our viewers for this. But if we have a competitive game, I will bring him in to work together with our squad. I will not allow more than one competitive type or Charlie team member to be coming to what we do live online for obvious reasons. And then we kind of try to be as flexible as possible. But it's down to the personality of a participant, because we've had previously some people who play Destiny competitively, and the competitive streaks did not affect anyone's enjoyment or entertainment or participation. So something for me to keep in mind, and I'm grateful to our friends from Holland, from Germany and France who are raising this issue, and thank you for that. Sometimes I get carried away, and you are the viewers, and you can tell me what you find to be most enjoyable, and obviously I will tailor the content accordingly. Right, so that's all I had to say about the news and Battle Royale Festival, my channel, all the new participants and everything else. We'll jump right in. We want to be experimenting now a bit more with PUBG on PlayStation, because I mainly played it on my mobile and then on PC, less so on Xbox, and having some problems with the wire in there. It's ridiculous, isn't it? I don't use controllers which are Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. I have everything wired up in order to ensure the best connectivity, and then sometimes the wires are causing us issues. Right, what I want to say was I've not played PUBG that much on consoles, but mainly on PC and on tablet, to be frank, not on my mobile. And I had a lot of fun, but I did see that PUBG was performing differently on consoles. There were many technical issues, some hoping that some of these are not going to be impairing us or causing us any issues. Just need to double check whether the stream is up and running as it should be. Well, I can certainly confirm that everything is in order so far. And right, so as far as PUBG on PlayStation is concerned, as I said, I've used it in order to test servers, and therefore there's no major content in there in terms of battle points or any rewards or anything else. We'll be starting from the ground up, and that is exactly what will follow. If you're interested about all the other bits and pieces there, you'll be able to see we have Survivor Pass, and Survivor Pass is given to us through the season. The season is running at the moment, so let me just see whether I can have a look at it. Just bear with me. There we are. So we have nil on all levels, level 1, nil, etc. So that's quite good, because we'll be able to see how character progression is going to work here. So in fact, even better than what we had yesterday on Xbox. So let's have a look. Let's just crack on. PUBG supports cross-platform play for faster matchmaking. If you do not want cross-platform, you can disable it in the settings. I agree, and I'm quite happy for matchmaking to be going through the cross-platform. Curious to see whether we'll get that lag, because if we're not getting it, that means it's something Xbox related. Dropping. So let's have a look. Where do we go? Well, I'd say probably that would be my preference, if at all possible. Oh, I can see somebody dropping near me then. That's not very good.
Hallo? Ich glaube, man hört mich nicht.
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah.
DRBMiller.
Yeah, you're live on Twitch.
Er hat doch einer Germany gesprochen.
Kein Deutsch.
Kein Deutsch?
Kein Deutsch.
Ja.
Okay, let's see what we've got there. Probably need to brighten up the whole thing. It's a bit dark. See where the guys are. It's fairly close. Loads of enemies nearby. It's a busy area. Oh, that's not very good, is it? In the middle of it. I didn't even see him at all, or hear him or anything. And that's because my brightness is like not really properly adjusted. It's so dark. One guy sneaked in, I've not heard him at all, and I didn't even see him. Just walked up the stairs and opened up on me. I'm a bit rusty. I've not played PUBG now for a while, and we've been doing Warzone now for about, what is it, 4 or 5 months really every day, so it'll take me a bit of time to adjust, and apologise to my viewers, you know. And also I need to make sure that the settings are correct, because I can tell you, on PlayStation this game's performing beautifully. On Xbox it is utterly awful. I've not played any other game that performed worse on Xbox. Not sure what the reason for that is. And also the graphics in here are much superior. On Xbox are poor. And here you can hear, you see every single detail. In PUBG there's no buybacks. Once you get killed, you're done. I need to support your teammates by watching and listening, and that's exactly what we'll do. You increase your volume and then you support your teammate. To your right, vehicle incoming. Watch out. Driving fast. Outside to your left. Walking around the building. That machete will do good, yeah. Right. Yeah, the game looks much superior on PlayStation, I've got to say. Behind you! Behind you! Turn around. Yeah, he's to your left, walking around the building. You guys need to close ranks, 2 of you. The other guy needs to come into the circle. Yellow guy. So you can see in PUBG you get a lot of teammates, not in our squad but another squad, that are doing their own kind of solo effort, and that makes it sometimes difficult for a squad to be working properly if you're going through the random selection. But therefore it's a lot better if you have your full team on board, be it a duo, trio or quad, and similar to what we have in Warzone. You know, it's just a complete different game then. Everyone knows what they're doing and they know each other's tactics, strategize. Had to adjust the brightness settings because it appeared to be too dark. Couldn't see anything indoors. Yeah, it's looking better. Where's the other chap? Well, you should have not stayed in there, because you're way behind the zone. The zone is going to kill you. So friend's left all by himself. Circle's already quite small. The circle works differently here compared to Warzone and Apex. You'd be better off if you change it to your POV, like the first person, you know? Be able to see better. Double click on the left trigger and you'll get your proper markings. Be easier. Oh, well done. Loot. That was good. Ah no, where is he? Unlucky. Well done, well played. Well played. Take the screenshots. We'll go next lobby. Well, didn't survive for too long, but I kind of had some issues with the brightness. Couldn't see properly indoors. We'll double check this again. Maybe we'll make it even more bright, because very important for you to see everything inside of those huts. Sometimes basements and cellars gets very dark. If you don't see the enemy coming in, then obviously you are toast, and that's exactly what happened to me. Also, I didn't have a good weapon. I just picked up that one shotgun, which is really not very good. Very happy to see that the game is performing so well on PlayStation, so that's great. Mastery report ready. Well, that's not really very impressive, is it? And survival weapons, we'll just forget about that. It's not necessary. Let's crack on with another match, shall we? Before we do this, I need to see brightness again, settings. That's probably going to be the best. We'll leave it at 60. I prefer the image which is slightly darker, but we need to keep in mind the visibility. Right, so let me think. What do I do? Oh, we'll go back again. The longer you survive there, the better. Remember that. It's not about having early kills or collecting scores. You've got to be surviving, and PUBG is brutal. So it's quite close to real life. Tactical experience. If you're in a field, you need to be doing all that's necessary to remain a ghost. So nobody can hear you, see you, find out exactly where you are, and then you hit them with the mightiest force possible when you get to the last three. I played as a solo player quite a lot PUBG, I have to admit, and that's not something I'll be doing here on the channel. But initially, when the game was released, I did solos, and I was always down to the last 3 or 5 because of my stealth tactics. The only problem was internet speed, and I couldn't really get my scores, my hit
half time
properly.
Canada bigger than America?
What?
Canada bigger than America?
What, sorry?
Is Canada bigger than America? It's a massive country.
Oh yeah, it's massive.
And part that's cold, like John was saying, is having his cousins there, so minus 45 degrees.
I know. Yeah.
So it must be your end.
It is, yeah, because you go towards Alaska, isn't it, there?
Yeah, Alaska.
Right, let's see whether I can punch a bit. Funky outfits. Okay. I'd say probably somewhere around there. Well, that's going to be very hot, my friend. Close to the fight path. Yeah, Camp Alpha's a better drop. Okay. Tried his buildings up there, top of the hill. Couldn't get there quick enough. Fine. Oh, friend's still up in the air. Okay. Well done. Ooh, right. Open sesame. It's taking a while to collect though, that's the only trouble. PC performs much better. You're really instantly equipped in here. It's very laggy. So that's not ideal really. Funny. Bolt. No, thank you. Nice bolt, not really. MG3 we want, or M416. Okay, that's good. Okay. Well, that's my favorite weapon. Guess what? Found it. So that's good. I need a backpack. Haven't got it. Loads of loot in here. No backpacks. This is annoying. How far are we? Well, we're in the circles, that's alright. the other lads. Okay, we'll go down there, have a look. Everyone needs to get inside the zone and then sit in a circle. Exactly what I'll do. Okay, let's see. What have we got? Angle 4 grip. Gauge. Okay. Our friend got jumped by the looks of it. Where is he? Hang on. Let's see. Didn't see him on the map at all. Don't know where he went. Yeah, okay, I'm just behind you. Right, I'll walk towards you, it's all good. Watch out for the zone. Cool, we're all together. Good. Stay in the woods, then go to the buildings. Where's the next circle? Oh, next circle's very far. It's alright, cool. Let's get inside of the circle. Keep forgetting that in PUBG we get a selection of maps. Compared to Warzone. I need to forget some. They're just down there. Yeah, just avoid end contact. End contact, I wouldn't bother. I would get away from that. They're engaging, so that's alright. Wouldn't bother. Just want to get inside. I want to get inside a circle. Oh, you must have seen them, because I didn't see them. But that building up there is going to be hot, I'm telling you. Yeah, they're in the gas, you know, they're sitting on the gas. And the gas is going to be very, very fast. So, just run away from the gas. Number 4 needs to run away from the gas. You're in the gas. No, the gas is going to kill us. Won't be able to get there quick enough. We left too late. We're making it. Watch out, there's 2 guys ahead of us. Do you see them? They'll be waiting for us. He saw me. Open up on him. Get inside. Oh no, he got me. He was not the guy. He was somebody else. He was not the guy who I saw driving that truck. Be careful, because they're up there. 2 teams. One was driving a truck, and the other guy was loose. I didn't see exactly where he was. They're just waiting for people to come out of the gas, you know. Yeah, take his health. You probably have some health, you know. I didn't have any med packs, so don't bother with mine. Mine's rubbish. Just got M14 if you want it. I mean M16. Now, they will be on the other side. Well done, well done. Well, they were driving a truck. I'm not sure whether they dropped it or not. And two guys were in that truck. One driving, the other one was at the back. Oh, he's to your left. He saw you. He's also doing the gas. But he's in contact with somebody else. Top right, top of the hill. Just on the other side of the hill, yeah. Somebody is there. Somebody is on top. But I didn't see him. Yeah, it's a bit deceptive, isn't it? Oh! Shame. Well played, really good. Quite curious to see where the guy was who killed me, so I want to see that. Yeah, he was not really with them, I knew it. He was by himself, just waiting for people to come in. Look at this, he's just waiting for people to come in. And the gas strategy is the most popular one in PUBG. I forgot about it all. Because the gas works very differently in Warzone. I completely forgot. Go back to the lobby. And then we'll have a look at the stats. That was alright, that was not too bad. It'll take me maybe half dozen matches to get back to normal, to get in the swing of things. Maybe a bit more than that. But, you know, we'll get there. It's very interesting. I think the other day we talked here with our community members about hopping from one game to another, and our friend from Portugal said I played Destiny and then I switched to Warzone. It was so difficult because of the keyboard controls, and that sometimes is the case, but I find it more, obviously I'm playing on PlayStation controller at the moment, but I think the difference for me is purely, just a minute. Yeah, it's purely to do with the mindset, because if you are, you know, playing a game and you follow all the rules and you're in the zone, it'd be quite difficult to switch on and off. And I think for myself, doing Apex, PUBG and Warzone within one day is a challenge, and I need to be able to adjust accordingly. To be fair, I've not played PUBG recently at all, so I have a backlog of maybe 6-7 months. Apex and Warzone I play more frequently, which means easier to tune in, easier to get into the swing of things, and you'll take a bit more here with PUBG. All good. Let's have a look. What did we get? Survival and 15 minutes. That's not too bad, but on average my survival in PUBG is like 22-23 minutes. Well, you know, it depends on a match, depends on who's in there, and depends on other people's strategies as well. Okay, so gone one level up, 150 battle points. Okay. Okay. Did I take a screenshot? I couldn't remember. Probably did. 4 phases of light placement. Well, we were 8, as you could see, out of 27 teams. 30 teams times 4, that makes it roughly 120. That's not too bad. We did well. Let's have another, and then probably we'll call it a day for PUBG and migrate to Apex. We are running our Battle Royale festival here for the first time. Battle Royale Bonanza I called it, and hope everyone's enjoying it. And also want to invite everyone to try out all the games that I'll be presenting here on my channel, and they will include obviously the biggest, the well-known titles such as Warzone, Apex and PUBG, and then we'll have all the other ones that I mentioned earlier. And namely, we are talking about Spellbreak, we are talking about Firestorm, Dying Light, Bad Blood, Zombies Royale IO, Ring of Elysium, Realm Royale, Totally Accurate Battlegrounds, Darwin Project, Z1, Unturned Arena Mode. Alright my friends, let's crack on with another, let's see, customization, if there's anything else. I don't think I managed to pick up anything. I would have been given some warnings or, you know, some indications, notifications, and so far that's not happened. Yeah, notifications, we're not getting anything. We'll just crack on with another match. Extremely important in PUBG to be watching and listening. Unlike in Warzone, this is a survival, a complete, total, hardcore survival game that requires a lot of ghost effort, and you need to also work together well with your team if you want to be surviving until the very end. But you're a lot more exposed, and the game is more brutal in terms of how you get eliminated. There's no second chance, and you know, 2 shots you're dead, and 1 shot you're already on the ground. Much prefer this lobby compared to Warzone. I hate that lobby in Warzone, because when you're getting ready, you're not to be all kind of hyped up with adrenaline. You need to be in the zone. But on the other hand, Warzone is a different type of game. And here you're being taught to remain calm and attentive. In Warzone, it's all about being trigger happy early for some people, and that's what that lobby is trying to stimulate, which in fact is the wrong approach. In Warzone you've got to be also attentive and calm and, you know, everything. Okay, we are coming in from the southern side. Okay, so I'd say we drop somewhere on Camp Alpha. To watch the map. Unlike in Warzone where you can see a ping on the ground, in here you cannot. You need to be adjusting yourself to your bearings and to look at your computer. I mean computer, look at a compass in order to know where to go and what to do. Okay, so that will be for me. I think, see, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. That is Camp Alpha indeed. Oh, I see one person dropping in there ahead of me. Our friend Sastari, I can't see. Sastari, you got one person dropping next to you down there. I've seen him. So beware. I think the last guy went elsewhere. Orange went somewhere else. Must be 2 people in there, I didn't see anyone. Haven't got a weapon yet. Haven't got a weapon yet. Can't engage. He got you already. Couldn't get quick enough to down to your place to revive you. Nine mil and 766. It's odd, why is that? That's odd. Oh, no, I've got it. It's not too bad really, considering the circle. Bandages. Okay. Grenade. .762 and 9mm. Okay. Okay. Look at it again. Just a minute. I don't get it. Okay. To go inside the circle. Come on, it's so dark in here, I can't see a thing. I've got one, level 1. interesting because really it appears to be very scarce. Some of the loot, and I'm not getting any med packs anywhere. Desperately need these. It's level 1 again. Okay, I don't need this. The zone's coming. Okay. I knew it. Come on, run. Oh, he's gone up. Okay. What's this? Cube is that? I need health, you know. Could just do the circle, but med packs. Well, we're not going to go to that hot zone. Ammunition, health, and getting the best weapon. That's key, really, to everything we do here. Didn't see where there was anybody in that vehicle. Just a second. No med packs, none. That's no fun. Nope. I love these maps. They're very tactical, and you know, if you know how to use them, you can hide infinitely. Somebody quite close to me by the sounds of it. Did you see me? That's odd. My weapon didn't fire. Don't know why. See the kill cam. Don't know why my weapon didn't fire. Pressed the trigger button and there was nothing. Oh well. Oh, he was with his mate. Two of them. So he spotted me. And then... yeah, well done. It was well done indeed. One attacking, the other one flanking. Okay, let's see. Did we get anything at all? Hopefully. Mastery report. Okay, it's not too bad. 14, 4 survived, 4 phases survived. Survival, weapons. Okay. No. It's wrong. Match history. Medals. Survival. Customize ID. Okay. See what can we claim in here. Oh, that one's quite good, I think. Nameplate. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Pause. Oh, these are locked. Okay, didn't realise. Okay. PUBG customization. Weapons. Okay. Alright, I think that was a good introduction. And I'm quite happy. Let me just see. Pass. Yeah, that will take us a long while, I think, before we get to this. Very grindy compared to some of the other seasonal passes that we get. Yeah, so I think this was a good introduction to PUBG on PlayStation, and I've got to say it did perform well. There were no glitches or issues, so it's quite clear that we are going to be doing our PUBG streams on PlayStation rather than Xbox, as it does not perform there at all. It was a disappointment and disaster yesterday, but today I was able to do literally everything that I wanted, and it'll take me a bit of time to get in full swing of things with inventory, quick changes, and the things that people do rapidly if you watch the streams. And I have several PUBG and Apex pro gamers really hammering it. They've been doing it like for 2 or 3 years and trot every single day, and they play PUBG on PCs. So when you watch their streams, they're incredibly fast. But I've got to say, if you're picking up your inventory here on PlayStation, it is not as rapid as you would get it if you were doing it on a PC. So a big difference really, and it does well. It doesn't matter, you know. If you play stealthily like myself, you will have to be away from everyone in order to pick up your items. You need to be very fast if it comes to early incursions or close quarter battles. And as you've seen, my weapon didn't seem to fire at the point where I wanted engagement, but I thought maybe this was the lag, because the guy would have seen me maybe 2 seconds before I saw him, and I was instantly killed and I had no time to fire. I don't know, maybe I should have fired immediately as soon as I saw him. I have to admit, I didn't see the guy who was flanking me to his left, to my right. I didn't see him at all, and I could have not survived that assault. I was by myself, and they were running uphill. Well, mind you, if I open up on him first, maybe, but it seemed like a good tactical duo out there. Right, so we are migrating now to our world of Apex. We are celebrating its 2nd anniversary, and we'll have a few matches in there, and then we'll go to Warzone, and our Battle Royale festival will carry on. We'll have a variety of different games that also include all the other ones I mentioned. The Division and Rogue Company are not specifically Battle Royale, but they have interesting content that I want to be claiming, and certainly games that need to be properly reintroduced, or introduced in fact, as is the case with Rogue Company, to all of our viewers and community members. You know, the idea behind it is just simply attracting various participants to try out different games, because the gaming community generally gets attached to one big game and then people spend all of the time doing it, and that's not really what the industry wants us to do. We have so many different games on offer through streaming services and various other platforms, and we really have to allow others to get some attention as well. And I think it's very interesting if you compare Battle Royale, the way it's run within the 3 games that were major here on my channel, Apex, PUBG and Warzone. You can see the variations, and you will require a different sort of skill. PUBG is not for people who are impatient or those who want to be doing speedruns. This is not a game for those kinds of people. It's a game which is really very stealthy, very cat and mouse, and you need to be sitting it out and then waiting for the right moment in order to get to the end. And I really like that. This is my sort of turf, more than for instance death matches, you know, in some of the other games. Alright, so we are migrating now to the world of Apex. Stay with us for a lot more here with our Battle Royale festival. The festival will carry on until the end of this month, so many more days and hours for us to enjoy these wonderful, wonderful FPS games. And Apex is next, so stay with us and we'll crack on in about 5 minutes.